Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, Jewelry Forever at jewelryforever.ca, and Beautified by Romina. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 306 of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown and
Regine Alaina.
I'm your host, the one, the only, Scott Dion Brown, and I am joined by the greatest co-host in all of the galaxy, the one, the only,
Regine Alaina. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning.
This morning, although you may notice, this is a YouTube premiere episode. We are not live, which means if you're watching on Spotify, it's interesting enough.
What?
Because we can't go live on Spotify. So when we do a pre-tape episode, the people on Spotify and Apple Podcasts
Y'all
actually
watch it at the same
they
time?
get the episode at the exact same time as the YouTube people get it.
You're
11 a.m.
welcome.
So, whoa, look at you lucky guys. But hi, everybody. Yeah, we're not live because I am out of the country.
Y'all are on vacation.
Actually, at this point, I might be on the way home, but not back in time to do an episode.
Shucks.
But you know where I am.
In the sky.
Yeah, but before that, I'm coming back from Mexico City.
Ooh.
Mexico City. So never been there, but I've heard it's a fantastic city and a very interesting place to see. So I'm excited to see, and I'll report back to how it was.
Happy belated to your girlfriend.
Correct. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
You're welcome.
I'll relay the message.
Thank you. Or if you're watching this on the plane and
she'll say
she'll
say thank you out loud.
There
to
you go.
How are you?
I'm good. It has been mild.
The weather's warming up. It's warming up.
I feel like I should be wearing my rain boots, not my snow boots, though, with all the puddles.
Yeah, it's like it's warm, but there was so much snow, so much snow that it was like there's still huge piles, but they're all like shaped like because they're like spreading out slowly.
They're thinning out.
They're thinning. There's still a lot of it out there.
And a lot of puddles. Who knows? Maybe when this airs, all the snow will be gone.
Yeah, who knows? We'll find out.
Fingers crossed. That DVP Dana was right.
Yeah, we got to hold her accountable, Otherwise, I don't know what we're going to do.
Honestly.
Should we bring in our guest?
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about more things. We have lots to talk about. Our guest is...
Let's bring her on.
She's no stranger to the show.
No.
She's been on. You've actually worked...
She's a super fan.
Yes, definitely. And she's also a host of another show that you might know something about, Regine.
Yeah, wow, way to call us out. We haven't been on air in over a year. But yes, we are still a show.
Still going.
We are still a thing. Should I bring her on?
Do it.
All right. Well, everyone, please welcome back to the sit down, Elizabeth Marnoch.
Hey.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Welcome. It's really hard to introduce you because I was like, do I say makeup artist, pageant director, pageant contestant? What do I call you? Pageant host? Like
co-host.
I'm like, she's Elizabeth.
Yeah. Wear many hats, but that's how we've gotten so close. So, yeah, love it.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
This time you have new gear on.
Yes.
It's similar gear, but
Similar.
technically new, yes. I am going back to Captivating Pageants, representing Canada at Captivating Pageants in the Miss Division. Woo. So that will be on Labor Day in Columbus, Ohio. And I'm looking forward to going back and trying another time for the Miss Captivating National crown.
Love it.
Fantastic. That's amazing.
Yeah.
How's the prep going? How you feeling?
I'm good. Yeah, it's always a fun pageant to get ready for. They like to do fun things with wardrobe, so they surprise you every year of what themes you have to follow. So you can't do too much prepping until you get
Ahead of
all the
time.
paperwork.
That's fair.
And I kind of like that. It kind of makes the contestants get a little bit more creative and have more fun with the wardrobe. So this year, our theme for the Miss division, at least, is green. So we're gonna. It's gonna be. I think it's goddess green is what they're calling it. So.
Love that.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be
how
fun.
much time do they typically give you to prepare? Is it?
So when we get that paper, it's normally a couple months. We got it just a week or two ago. So,
Okay.
and it's Labor Day. So definitely plenty of time. Like no need to panic, but
And I guess it
yeah.
also depends when you register too, right? Like if you
Exactly.
register,
Yeah.
when's the deadline?
they change it every year. It will be sometime July.
Oh, okay. So like,
Yeah.
yeah. So let's say you signed up in July, you have a month to.
Makes sense. But like, and also even a couple months is like, because you've got to think people often plan their wardrobes months and months and sometimes get stuff made and things, right? So there's a
Yep.
little bit of like, you really got to focus and find it, right?
Yes. It's about building a good schedule of like what, not only just your wardrobe, but your interview plan. For me, like building my platform out has been important. All the behind the scenes work kind of lays the ground for a good competition. So I'm going in with all the prep done. So we have a good result. Hopefully it'll be fun either way though.
I love it. And
Yeah.
I guess
Fantastic.
it helps because you've been there before.
Yes.
You
yeah.
were just there last year. I'm sure you still have all of your gear from last year, your
Correct.
essentials
Yes.
ready, your shoes not by the door.
Yes. Yes, I'm very fortunate to have a lot of people in my corner too that like help me with that. I used to work at a dress store, so I have all the contacts there and they're very, very supportive of me. And Regine and all these people are always there to help. So
Keeping
it's
her on
never
track.
alone. Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, all the best representing
Thank
our
you.
nation.
I was gonna say I saw a post that I think you posted or Captivating posted that Team Canada needs to be filled.
Yes, that's true. I created that post.
Love.
We're always looking for more people to join. It's a U.S. based pageant, so Canada. I've been the Canada representative. Also, last year we had the lovely Dawn grace us with her presence in the Mrs. division. So we'd love to build it out. There's teen, I will be the Miss, and then there's Ms. and Mrs. available. So you can reach out to Captivating and see what they have in store, and you can come compete with me. It'll be fun. We'll be Team Canada against the Americans.
Are you the only person outside of America?
Yeah. So
Wow.
Captivating is U.S. They have Puerto Rico and then Canada as well.
So why is Canada the only?
Because way back when I was 17, I requested that I wanted to compete,
Oh, wow.
and that was me.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I
So
think I've been the only other Canadian other than Dawn the whole time it's been in existence.
No way.
Yeah.
So you are directly responsible for the existence of the Canadian division.
I mean, I like to think so, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a great group of people over there, really amazing directors. It feels like a family, so I can't seem to go away from it. So, yeah.
That's fair.
Fantastic. There you go. Captivating pageant. Looking for teammates.
Yes.
What is the teen division age?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think they're 14 to 18, maybe 15 to 18.
Got it.
Yeah.
Noted. I will talk to the people I work with.
Yes, yes.
I'm like,
for
I
sure.
work with a lot of girls in that division.
Yeah.
Sweet. There you go.
I have one in mind that I think you know who as well.
I think so too.
There you go. Watch for that, people. One thing I did want to talk about. I don't know if you want to go to that right away, but
Well, I was going to actually segue into it.
okay, you do it, Regine. I wasn't going to say anything.
It's okay. So off the top, we said Liz or Elizabeth, and we're going to call her Liz for the rest of the show, is a big fan of the sit down.
Yes.
And in one of our previous episodes, we were talking about fandoms and what should we name our sit down fandom.
Correct.
And I feel like we have one of them sitting in front of us. She can take a thinker about it.
Yeah. So what should fans of the sit down refer to them as? You know, Taylor Swift has Swifties. Star Trek has Trekkies.
Trekkie.
Kiss has the Kiss Army. What does the sit down with Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina have?
Well, I don't think you want the downers.
No.
That doesn't really roll off the tongue.
No. It does, but it
It
just...
does, but it doesn't give the right effect.
No.
The
have to change the show.
sitters, because they sit down every Sunday to watch.
That's what I said.
The sitters. The sitters.
But what if it's like the Babysitters Club?
That's what it kind of feels like, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe like
that's
the
true.
Sitters Club.
Like imagine every episode, hey, sup, sitters, let's go. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure because it needs to be something that we would be happy to say to the
Call
camera
them.
regularly.
Right.
In progress.
Well,
we'll
you
figure
think
it out.
about it, Liz.
I will.
But
Keep
from
brainstorming.
that conversation,
Yeah.
what started that conversation actually was the whole Star Trek being Trekkies. How
Yeah.
come Star Wars?
Well, yeah, you basically asked the question. You asked me.
I did, straight up.
You were just like, "What are Star Wars fans called?" And I said, "I don't think we have a name."
And we Googled it. We went through Reddit. And
Yes.
you came up with the conclusion that you were called.
Star Wars fans. They're just called Star Wars fans.
So we took that clip to you folks on the internet
Yeah.
for your feedback. And whoo, did we get
got
a lot of
some.
feedback.
A lot of viewers. We touched a nerve on this, and so we've got a lot of. We want to respond to some of your comments, some of your suggestions on Insta and TikTok. Which ones do you want to do first, Regine?
Well, let's just be transparent. It's been what, not even
Yeah. So you're
not
watching
even
this.
24 hours since we made this post.
Yeah, you're watching this a few weeks later, or I guess a week later. But at this time,
It's only been 24 hours since
Yeah.
I posted it.
yeah,
TikTok has over 5,000 views already and a lot of comments.
Insta's 3,900 and counting.
But who's counting?
I'm counting. I'm checking religiously.
So, Liz, while you sit there and think about
Yeah.
what are the sitters called.
Yeah.
So someone said,
Uh-huh.
well, there is the official religion of Judaism. So like Jedis, I guess?
Jediism.
Jedi.
Judaism is a different
I was
thing.
like, wait,
That's a
I'm
different
reading
thing.
that wrong.
Unrelated.
Unrelated. Someone said Starries, which is what I had also said.
So somebody suggested Jedi and someone says that's a Starries. Okay, let's go one at a time. So what did they say?
Oh, he wants one at a time.
Hold on, let's see.
We'll be here for a while.
Oh, I see.
I'm just trying to skim through
Well,
them.
I want to respond to some of these. So like this person says, and I think this might be accurate. There is such a diversity of types of people in Star Wars. We do not want to limit them into one name. Jedi, Sith, Mandalorians, Rebels, Empire, droids all have their fans, and we respect them all. I mean, that's true. Oh, someone wrote, except the Ewok fans. I'm kidding. I loved the Ewoks. There you go. So, Jane Cam. This is Jay Cameron. Yeah, but I still think you could have a name for everything. And then even all those things he's saying, like what are Jedi fans called? What are Sith fans called? What are Mandalorian fans called?
Are you a Star Wars fan?
Fun fact: I have never seen Star Wars,
Wow.
but I know enough about the characters. It's interesting. You need a name to capture all of those characters, though, not
Yes.
just the one individual
Yes,
thing.
I agree. I
But
agree.
going back to the whole Star Trek thing, Star Trek is also just,
Trekkies.
but
Right.
there's multiple characters.
Yeah, there's multiple characters,
Storylines?
but a Trekkie would call themselves like what this comment is talking about there are like individual characters and groups of people in Star Wars. But again, we're looking for the name. I mean, I think there generally isn't one. Yeah, then the one you read, there's the official religion of Jediism, so Jedis, but again, I've never really heard that is it called.
Is that actually a religion, and do they praise the Jedis?
Well, the Jedi are like an order. They're like the Jedi Order.
Do they praise the Jedi?
I'm confused.
I guess they are. You could kind of think of them as a religion. Like they would kind of be
Is
equivalent
it a
of like.
religion or a cult?
Well, that just depends on the size, doesn't it? But the Jedi are like you think of them as like when there are like monks and like monks go to training and then they stay at the temples and stuff. That's kind of what the Jedi are.
So they're just monks.
They're kind of monks. They're kind of monks, or sometimes some people
But
refer
don't
them.
they talk?
Yeah, they're not exactly like monks. They also have lightsabers and they can lift things with their minds,
Fair.
which I'm not sure if monks can do.
You never know.
Someone wrote, Mr. Fish wrote, Star Wars fans are called Mandalorians. And then someone else wrote, you mean Fandalorians?
That's a double.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a Mando right next to you, upside. He's twerking on the couch.
Yeah, he's being a little. There he is. That's Mando. That's Mando right there.
There it is.
Little Mandalorian. The Fandom Menace. That one I think that would be a controversial one, even though it's clever.
What is a fandom menace?
Well, because the name of the Star Wars Episode 1 movie is The Phantom Menace. So you could call it The Fandom Menace, but I think depending where you go on YouTube, that's used for different things. So, but not a bad one. Someone wrote, Kate just wrote Star Wars fans, which is I think where I sit. It's just Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Star Wars fans. Someone wrote Starries. Yeah, very nice.
I said that. Very nice.
I like this one. Dungeon Daleks goes generally just called nerds.
I saw that.
Well,
honestly, yeah, kind of accurate. I
think there's a bit of like a pride with the nerd fandom of Star Wars, though. Like, it's not a negative.
Yeah, that's the thing. I would wear that proudly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're proud to say you're a nerd because you like Star Wars?
I'm a nerd for many reasons. I also paint miniature models and play Warhammer. And
your no shade, but your Spotify wrap up was all Mozart.
Yeah. I'm in the top 0.1% of Mozart listeners.
You are the 1%. Yeah. That's wild.
So, like, how could I be a nerd when I'm in that level of quality of listening? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's amazing.
Very true.
See? That's what I'm saying. Where Star Warriors.
The Warriors. There's something there, but...
That's kind of fun, but...
You need the star in front of it, otherwise it's just...
There's also a lot more comments on Instagram.
Yeah. Somebody commented, Momo says, Sheldon and Amy talking in bed. That does sound like something they might talk about.
No, I think they're calling us Sheldon and Amy talk. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was like...
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's accurate. Let's see.
Because it was just a random question.
Yeah, this one. Half of them are called toxic. Fair, except I found I haven't seen an internet fandom online that doesn't have toxicity in it to some level.
Oh, they are toxic, not they are called toxic.
No, he's basically saying they're toxic.
We know about that.
But, yeah. I've seen some I've seen some pretty toxic fandom behavior from a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say any specific ones.
We already had a conversation on certain fandoms on this show.
Actually, I will. Swifties, K-pop people.
Leave the army alone.
I wouldn't say it's just like there's toxicity in all of them. You see it in comic books. You see
the
it
only one that doesn't have toxicity is the nameless sit down not fandom.
Sitters.
The sitters.
The sitters are a very chill.
They're not toxic.
They're a chill fandom.
If they're toxic, we kick them out.
Yep.
Yeah.
The most toxic person is sitting across the room from us.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not toxic at all. So, guys, we need to turn up the toxicity level. It's much too low. Okay. We need to match.
Dial it up.
We need to match the other fandoms. And then, thank you everybody on TikTok. Oh, Instagram. EJ Alday says Obi wannabes. I kind of like that. Mm-hmm. Obi-Wan Kenobi is a character.
Yes, we get it.
Okay. Well,
I get it. Thanks, Scott.
This guy says, don't need one.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think, again, he's kind of right, actually.
Yeah, I think it has enough of a lore itself that you don't even need a name.
Yeah. That's the thing, because even, I think I said this last time too, any name I think of, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if we need it though. Christoph Evans says, nerds.
I feel like that's a good one.
It is a good one.
But it's not something you would call a group of people who follow, because you can be a nerd and be a nerd towards Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or Star Trek or...
Well, those are all...
Calling them out.
Even pageantry have nerds,
For
you
sure.
know?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
We are them. We have the pageant sit down.
Mac Mercier says, the first time I ever heard a nickname for Star Wars fans was in the movie Fanboys, which I think I've seen that movie. It's pretty funny. He goes, they called them Staroids. Staroids. Yeah, he goes, doesn't quite roll off the tongue like Trekkie. It's just true. And another people saying toxic. Borderline want to say the name would be toxic with the knee-jerk reaction online. But again, I don't disagree. I just don't think it's specific to Star Wars. I think that's the internet. Warsies. Honestly, Warsies. It kind of feels like Trekkies a little bit.
A little bit. Too close. Too close.
No, but I don't.
Of course you don't mind it.
It's the most like catchy. Warsies. I would never use it though. Even now, just saying it another time.
What about something with like the director? Like, isn't
George Lucas.
Yeah, like
The Lukies.
just encapsulate all of it.
The Georgies.
Lukies.
Yeah,
Lukies.
nah,
That's
I don't know.
cute. I'm not sure we get a lot of people to go for it, but
No.
I think so.
I would enjoy it. I would enjoy it. Han Boys, that's in relation to Han Solo. Anyways, lots of reaction. Keep them coming in. Do you have a better name? Until then, we're going with Warsies or Lukies.
Sure.
Okay? That's official.
That's our official
That's-
statement.
I thought your official was just Star Wars fan.
Yeah, but I changed it a minute ago to Warsies and Lukies.
Well,
Quick
anyways.
thinking.
Yeah.
So, Liz, we didn't have you on here just to talk about these comments.
I love it though. It's
Yep.
great.
You have an upcoming pageant that you're not competing in.
Correct.
Tell us about it.
Yes, so I am not only just a pageant contestant, I'm also a pageant director. I run the Canadian National Miss Pageant here in Canada. We run it out of Mississauga. This year it's running from June 6th to 8th, which happens to be my birthday
Your
weekend.
birthday.
So it's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this year, the 2025 pageant. We have lots of stuff planned. This year we're going to be hosting the final show in a theater. So it's going to be a little bit more glam, a little bit more fun, backstage and all that. It always adds to the experience, I find. So I'm looking forward to doing that. This year we're also adding a couple new things, including the gala night. So the first night upon
Ooh.
arrival, it's going to be a glamorous evening where everyone gets to kind of meet each other. There's going to be no judges there. The competition hasn't started yet, so it's just kind of a nice
Like a welcome.
welcoming to everyone showing up, people who had long flights or just came down the street. So it'll be awesome. And then we also have optional competitions this year, which we've got a lot of great feedback on already. So this is in addition to the regular competition. People can sign up to do either the scrapbook competition, the photogenic competition, casual wear, or spokesmodel at a small additional cost, but that means you kind of go in a lottery of winning cash prizes. So this year, if you compete in optionals and in all the optional competitions and win them all, you will be going home with $700 cash. So
Basically doing the pageant for free.
exactly.
Girl math.
Exactly, girl math it. Yeah.
I know what that is now because of this show. Yeah.
It definitely is, and it's going to be really fun. We have people already from Edmonton, across Ontario. So lots of different people. So we have divisions from teen to Mrs. And we're looking forward to doing it this year.
And this is
I'm
your
excited.
first misses.
This is the first year doing Mrs. Yep. Bringing that into the mix. And yeah, we had a lot of people requesting it. So yeah, we're giving the married women, not that we didn't accept them before, we just had it looped into the Ms. division. But I think in Canada especially, there's a want for that Mrs. title. So you ask and you shall receive.
I did ask and then
Fantastic.
realized I can't compete.
Regine is not allowed to compete because she is basically very high level staff. So she will not be doing that.
So for all of you who keep asking me, I'm not doing
She's
her
not
pageant.
doing it. Yeah.
Tell me, what's the scrapbooking one? How does that work?
Yeah, so I wanted to incorporate it kind of a different way to promote people's platforms and activism throughout the community without necessarily speaking about it. So at orientation, you can hand in a scrapbook that you make. It could be whatever size, whatever you want to do. Photos of what you've done in your community or things that you like to do. It can really be anything that you like. And then a separate panel of judges from the national judges will be scoring it, so it won't impact your overall score, but it'll just be a nice way to also show off all the things that you've done throughout the year, and yeah, It'll be interesting. I've judged some scrapbook competitions before at other pageants, and they're my favorite thing to judge. To like look through them and discuss with the other judges is really, really fun. So yeah, I'm excited.
Some people are very hardcore scrapbookers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's...
You know who's good at that? Chloe Arsenault.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Interesting.
She has like a stack of...
Wow.
I feel like a lot of the Sudbury girlies are very creative. Yeah.
Very.
There you go. So lots of new innovative things coming to the pageant.
And I think it's great. And I tell this to everyone that I talk to about the pageant. And I'm not being biased because Liz and I are closer. I'm not biased because I am staff on her team. I think it's incredible that you have created a system based off of your own experience, right? Like you've been doing pageantry for a while now. Yeah. You've done many different types of systems. You've done many multi-divisional. You've gone everywhere with pageantry. And to take the good and the bad and take out the bad and only have the good in a pageant, I think is phenomenal.
Yes, it's my favorite aspect of it too. I like that I can really change it up if I need to. I'm not underneath a different brand as well. So, you know, adding the misses, for example, I can do that. I can switch it out if something doesn't feel right or if someone's uncomfortable with it. We have a lot of power to be able to make it a really fun, enjoyable experience for everybody. And therefore I can make it very inclusive and a welcoming space, which is ultimately the whole purpose. So, yeah.
And the prize package is pretty good too.
We had fun on our cruise. A lot of fun.
Again, I'm still jealous that staff weren't a part of that.
Maybe this year. Perhaps the other girlies, the queens right now, are talking about a legacy cruise. So they just want to keep coming on all of them.
I love that.
We
That's
might
cute.
dabble with that idea.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you can see like the fact that like, you know, the previous queens, they still want to be involved. Like I feel like that speaks to just how great the pageant is and how like the experience is really like you're like ideally perfectly placed to be someone who would put a pageant together just because of your experience and like you were able to build I think we talked about this before on it. It's just like you've kind of innovated in a way and done things that are some of the best things you've seen, something you can take other things you don't like Regine was just saying, and then you have fresh ideas like that you just it's just really, really awesome.
Thank you. I really
and he can say that. He can vouch for that because he was there. To all of those who are just tuning in, Scott was there the first year. So he knows. He knows. All those amazing pictures of the queens.
Amazing
he
photos.
Took them.
Yes.
So.
They were, that was fun. That was good.
I love those photos. They're so good.
But what I also love about your pageant is there are the ones that it happens and then it prolongs into the night. What I loved about yours is the pageant wrapped up. I walked out of the room and I'm like, oh my God, the sun's still out.
That was very intentional.
I love it. Because like the last thing you want is, because your adrenaline is so high after any competition, performance, whatever it might be, the last thing you want to do is go to bed.
Yeah.
And so having it finished.
The debrief.
Having it wrapped up at a good time, I'm like, wow, I can actually go home and have dinner still.
And the nicest part was the main idea with that was to make it more accessible and just financially better for everyone as well. If you needed to check out that day or if you wanted to fly home that night, things like that can really lower the cost of pageantry. Me and Regine know very well how it can rack up.
Yep.
The longer you stay, the more expensive it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was also in my thought process with it.
That's awesome. See, even that's something that like you can only get that conclusion from experience.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it just shows like you're kind of like, I wouldn't have even thought of that, but it's like, that's such a what's the word I'm looking for?
Brilliant. It's a brilliant idea.
But also but very considerate. And it's just like I've been in these pageants. I know when this happens and it would be so much better if this was just taken into account. Yeah, that's true. And again, it just shows also respect for, like, I mean, not just pageants. I've been to so many events, hosted them, or been part of different events where, like, organizers don't seem to have this idea of, like, taking into account just people's time. Things just keep running long because you didn't build in why things should start here and this has to end here so that we're not here until 4 a.m. You know what I mean? And
Liz is very organized and gives the MC an actual script on what is happening and allots the time I can say that because I read her script. Even though I don't like a script, I appreciated the script because it gave you...
It was a suggestion.
No, I know, and I loved it because then it gave me an opportunity to be like, okay, this is how much time is actually needed.
Yeah.
And I appreciated the script because I could not pronounce certain words for the sake of my well-being.
Fair enough.
But because you gave it to me, I'm like, okay, I can break it down.
And no one's better than giving me some free time than Regine doing some audience work. Thank goodness. Because sometimes you need that.
I'm like, what do I do? Hey, Scott. I know you're not part of this, but I'm gonna talk to you
We're roping you in.
I'm available.
It is hard to like MC by yourself.
Very difficult. Yeah.
And so when I'm if I'm standing close enough to being able to see you backstage and you are running like a chicken with your head cut off, I'm like, okay, we're still gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to myself.
Yeah.
Fun times.
You handled it.
I tried.
Yeah.
Tried.
But yeah, it is. I mean, sometimes even in just that moment, it is nice to have like someone to bounce off of. Yeah. But
not only if you actually can bounce off of something with another person, because
I mean that's the other thing. You and I both have been in that situation. It's like okay, you're host and here's your co-host. I'm like, okay, and then I get on stage and the co-host is like small 1-sentence answers, and I'm like, all right, well, this is not really banter, but we'll figure it out, I guess.
It's great because when we MC together and there's dead air, we'll be like, so catch us Sunday.
You have bits to go back to.
Yeah, we can just turn it into an impromptu episode.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we're gonna do a podcast right now. So fill the time.
Exactly. No, but I do love that your pageant has, and I tell this to everyone that I recommend it to, is she takes the good, the bad, and the ugly, removes the good and removes the bad and the ugly.
Removes the good.
Naturally.
She removes the bad and the ugly and just takes everything that she loves about pageantry and makes it her own. And that is why it works.
Yep.
Thank you. That's so
welcome.
nice.
You should let people know. So people want to sign up if you're looking for a pageant, if you've ever considered.
Highly recommend it.
If there's this idea that's been floating, it's something maybe you've always wanted to try. You've been looking, you're not sure which pageant to choose. This is a great one. And tell people, where can they find it?
Yeah, you can visit us on our website at CanadianNationalMiss.com. We have a Register Now tab there. It's very easy. You can either pick pay in full or payment plan options. And if you have any questions about that, you can always email us or DM us on Instagram. I am always very active on all of the accounts. So, yeah.
Fantastic.
And so, again, it's teen,
Miss, Ms., and Mrs.
What is the start age for teen?
15.
So 15 and up.
15 and up.
Can moms who are in the teen division or Miss division compete?
Correct. Yes, they can.
Can they have tattoos?
Yes, they can. Our current queen does have plenty of tattoos.
Is there a certain height requirement?
No height requirement either. It's very open to all body types, and that's something that I sit down with the judges specifically before the weekend even starts, and we really go into what we're looking for. And that's one of the main things I come across is we're not looking for a specific look. We're looking for a type of person that's committed and confident and excited about the opportunity. So that's, if you have that, you're good to go.
And what if they've never had pageant experience?
That is good too. We have had plenty of people come through who've never done pageants before and enjoyed it. So it's also the nice thing about me with having a variety of experiences, and not only me competing, but like in hair and makeup, and I've had like a lot of experience with different coaches, wardrobe, things like that. I am a resource as well to help anybody, as well as all the fantastic coaches, including Regine, in Canada. So there's always lots of help.
Love it.
There you go.
I think I just threw like an FAQ at you.
No.
Well, it's good because you're asking those questions, because these are the restrictions that a lot of other pageants have.
Yeah.
Right?
It's funny because the things you mentioned are like some of the like the height and the language, even like Catherine.
Yep.
She didn't want to compete because she was potentially too short or didn't speak English perfectly. She won. So the proof's in the pudding. We definitely accept everybody, and not only we accept them, they can win. That's the main point I make.
Fantastic.
Question, actually.
Yes.
Can someone who is, like, I think about, like, Denise and how she was pregnant and competed at internationals. Do you accept pregnant women?
Yes, absolutely.
Will that hinder the judges?
Nope, because there's all in the judges' pamphlet. We have all the rules with marital status, pregnancy, all that jazz is covered.
What if they're transgendered?
We accept all transgender contestants as well. All female identifying contestants are more than welcome at CNM.
There you go.
Boom.
I think I asked all the questions.
Thank you. Check off all the points.
If you're pregnant, can your
Baby
compete? Are they? Is it?
They didn't reach the 15 mark,
Oh,
so
fair enough.
we are unfortunately restricting that.
It's also kind of an unfair advantage because it's like two. It's like a team. It's like two versus everybody else. So
Maybe
yeah.
I should reconsider.
Yeah.
You know, there might be an untapped market there.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
seriously.
What about the potential of doing a Mr. division? Just kidding.
People float that for every system. It's so interesting. The problem with it is there's just not, especially in Canada, there's not the amount of people to do it.
It's
So-
crazy though, because like if there are people who float the idea of having a Mr. division in a certain system and no one's done it, I'm like, wait.
Who are the people floating it though?
There are some systems out there that are like, oh, we're looking at doing Mr. da-da-da-da.
Yeah. But what I mean is because I do think it is like what you're saying. It's a bit of a harder sell. Like it's just harder to find because you need to find enough guys to do it.
It's normally like in the comment section of, oh, we're thinking about doing a Mr. division. Oh, my brother, my dad. Like they start like family members, people who are already in
But
the
they
pageant
wouldn't
world,
do it.
but they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You need to look at people that are actually like stage presence, interested in like potentially like modeling or performance based
They have
things
to
that would have
advertise it
interest.
differently.
Yeah,
Maybe.
because then you're just having like a dad pageant.
It's
which
not
is
a beauty pageant for men. It's
Yeah.
a modeling opportunity.
Yeah.
Could be.
And you know who does it very well? World's Perfect
World's,
Pageant.
yeah.
Does it flawlessly.
I told you to do World's Perfect.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting, fun competition. Yeah.
We should get Scott back on stage. I think
Agreed.
it's time.
I mean, I did enjoy it when I did it. I did. It was a fun experience.
Would you ever do it again?
Maybe.
Would you fly to Orlando, Florida and get up on
You
stage
can
in a
do
bunch
it,
of
and then
pink?
you go to Disney afterwards.
Yeah, I don't have any I don't have any problem about like, you know, I'd wear whatever I wear. Hit the gym.
No, you don't wear whatever you wear. You wear what is required.
Wait, aren't I supposed to pick my outfits? So did I pick my outfit?
Yeah, but there's different requirements for each.
No, but what I'm
category.
saying is like I wouldn't. My reason for joining or not joining wouldn't be because of like wardrobe, like whatever.
Right.
I've been in theater stuff.
True.
I've been in Shakespeare plays where I was wearing
worn
like
leggings
I was wearing
before.
stockings.
That's the type of person that
They
needs
need
to
the
be joining.
nerds.
We need the
We need
warsies.
the Warsies.
Put a Star Wars
you
pageant.
need all the crossplay people.
Cosplay.
Cosplay.
Slightly different thing. Similar but different.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Those people too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's welcome.
Yes. You know, maybe one day. We'll see. I said it was fun. It was fun. I did enjoy it, and I also enjoyed winning.
For sure.
And
I still need to watch that. Your parents have it.
They have it on
somewhere.
I could
DVD.
probably find it.
Pageant stalker.
Yeah, it was on DVD. My hair was long when I competed.
Oh, wow.
I had like long hair. It was like this.
Did you have the pageant swoop?
You know, yeah, because you know how my hair always kind of has this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
Kinda
sure
going on.
it was pretty aggressive. It was like
He had like
Well,
the
that's
beaver
the-
hair.
That's the
had what?
Do you see
traditional.
that, Liz, right there? That picture of him there?
Oh, yes.
Like that.
Except my hair was even longer than that. It was longer than that.
Oh, wow.
It was like to my shoulders when I ran. Or ran, is that the right?
And you competed?
Competed, yeah.
He took it home.
Took it home, didn't get a crown.
But you-
What?
They didn't do crowns for the men.
That's
Discrimination.
Seems wrong. That seems wrong.
Discrimination.
I'm not a part of this. You know who also brings it home every week?
Our advertisers. Good call. There we are. Look at that. Great segue.
I try.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's episode of The Sit Down is brought to you by the following fantastic advertisers. They make this show possible. So let's meet them, shall we? The Toronto real estate market is growing and changing every day. In these challenging times, you need someone in your corner. Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, is committed to looking out for you. She'll go the extra mile to ensure you have all the information you need to make a decision you can feel confident about. Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial investments you'll make in life. Don't leave it to chance. Call Jeanette McKenzie at Forest Hill Signature. She's my realtor, and she could be yours. Call today at 416-523-0408 or email at JMckenziehomes at gmail.com. Jewelry forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East, Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, cleaning. Make your wedding ring sparkle.
So sparkly.
Like the white of the wedding dress.
If you wore white too as your wedding dress.
Yeah. Whatever it sparkled as, your ring will sparkle like it. They also do changing watch batteries. And they do custom laser engraving.
Yep.
All done on site. Jerry at Jewelry Forever is an incredible artist. Do you have a vision for something custom you'd like created? Do you need something repaired? He can do it.
Yes, you can.
And we got a great deal worked out with them, don't we, Regine?
Yes, we do. If you go in and let them know Scott and Regine sent you, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase.
That's right. Fantastic deal. 15% off. 15%. Mention the show. Get something special for the special person in your life. When you're ready to save forever, think Jewelry Forever. Find out more at jewelryforever.ca. Follow them on Instagram and TikTok too. Beautified by Romina.
Internationally trained hair and makeup artist. She is the official makeup artist of the Sit Down. Not only does she do our hair and makeup when we do photo shoots or compete in pageants, MC live events, but she also does hair and makeup for weddings, debuts,
Films,
date nights, everything.
I've been editing finally the film that we shot. And the makeup is just so good. Like, she did such a good job.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, if you are filming a short film and need hair and makeup, or if you just want to get beautified, you can reach out to her on Instagram and Facebook at Beautified by Romina.
And if you'd like to advertise on this show, it's very simple, right, Regine?
It's simple. All you have to do is email us at radioshowad, that's radioshowad@gmail.com.
That's right. We do the show live every week, people. Well, it's not live right now. But we do the ads with the recording of the show, so it's still personalized week to week. So do you have an event, a sale, something happening at a particular time, particular place? You let us know. We let your potential client base know in real time. It's a great way to build a brand new relationship with a brand new audience. So get in touch, radioshowad@gmail.com. Hi, everybody.
Oh, my.
Episode 306 of The Sit Down with Scott, Dion Brown, and Regine Alaina. And we've been talking about Warsies, Lukies, and all the other E's.
Lizzies.
And all the Lizzies here with Liz Marnoch, everyone. Here's something that I was just talking with somebody yesterday.
Uh-oh.
I just want to get your quick thoughts on it, okay?
Okay.
So the plural of mouse is mice. But does the plural mice apply when it's like a computer mouse? Here's why I ask, okay?
Okay.
Person I was talking to, she was thinking that it wouldn't apply. And I was like, no, I feel like it would. But then she was like, no, but this person was like, did you bring the box of mice? Where are the mice? And that sounds so wrong.
That freaked me out.
That sounds so weird. Because I was like, I don't normally have more than one mouse, so I've never had to refer to a group of computer mouses.
Equipment, yeah.
So is it mice? But mice sounds wrong, not when I say it out loud.
I think, because when there's groups of animals, like, they change the name. Like,
Yes.
But that's not an animal.
That's
It's
what I mean.
thing.
Yes.
So I think it's
an
just
object.
So
An
mouses?
S.
Mouses?
computer
Or
mouses.
is it just
yeah.
the mouse?
Yeah, but what if you have 5 of them?
Those are our mouse.
So it's like moose?
Our mouse.
So there's a moose, There's 5 moose. There's a mouse. There's 5 mouse.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of doesn't sound that off.
See?
Kind of doesn't sound that wrong.
Mouse.
It sounds better than, where's the mice? Here, guys, I brought all of these computer mice.
Yeah.
How often is this happening, though?
I don't think
If
it
you
happens.
work at like Staples or something.
A library, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna say that in the library, don't say it so loud because people are gonna get freaked out.
True.
I mean, you shouldn't be speaking loud in the library anyway.
There you go.
but
Yeah. So,
I
is
think
it
it's just mouse.
mouses or just mouse?
Mouse.
See, I didn't land on that one.
I'm feeling mouses.
Mouses. Look at
Mouses.
the
But
But it needs to say
It's the
you need to have-
mousies.
you need to put computer in front of it, though.
Computer mouse.
mouses.
Computer mouses.
Yeah.
I have to give credit to it was Tyra who brought this up. I was talking with Tyra, who's
Oh, we
been on the
love
show many
Tyra.
times, and she brought it up, and I was like, at first I was so like, it's mice, mouse, mice, and then when she said the sentence out loud, I was like, oh.
Why is she buying multiple?
No, she was in like an office situation. So somebody was like carrying around a box, and it was just, yeah, mouse or mouses. Liz is on the mouses. Mouses.
Mouses.
Mouses. Well, that's a Canadian accent. Mouse. Mouse. I need a mouse. Mouses. And you're on mouse for the same word, plural and singular. I could get on that wagon.
I just need a few mouse. No, I need a few
mouse.
mouses.
5 mouse, please. 5 mouse. Excuse me, can you bring me the box of mouse?
Computer mouse.
The box of computer mouse?
I just kicked the box of mouse.
Kick the box of mouse. Actually, the box of mouse sounds like
Sounds like you're at a pet shop.
yeah.
You're
a
gonna
name
go.
of-
You have a snake at home and you need to feed it.
Yeah. Or like box of mouse could be like a place, like a place where lots of
Mickey
mice
Mouse?
live. Yeah, yeah. Box
Mickey
of
Mouse fun house.
The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah. The box of mouse.
Okay.
Okay, so we've all agreed that it's not mice.
Yeah.
I don't know why I brought that up.
We're getting to the bottom of things.
Yeah, that's what we're here
Plurals.
for today.
You know, that's what this show is all about. That's what the show is all about.
We're just here sitting, talking about randomness.
So how what else has been going on with you lately?
Ooh, I have been settling into living in Toronto.
Yeah, when you were last year, you had just
It's
moved
very
in.
fresh.
Yeah,
Yes.
you liking the city?
I love it. It's so much fun. I've explored more areas of the city now, so it's been good. The snow has not been my friend, though.
This has been pretty
Crazy.
and it's also, especially for the last few years, it's been pretty. This is a pretty unique
Yeah.
situation.
Especially in the city when they.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah, very cold temperatures. I'm also used to like suburban life of just you go out to your car immediately, and now I'm like a TTC girl, so I have to like you gotta walk a bit before you get anywhere.
You got to
So
bundle
You
up.
really have to like strategize your wardrobe before you leave the house. So that's something I've learned. And yeah, just taking advantage of all like the opportunities. Like even just recently, there was like a Jonas Brothers pop-up show that I was so excited about, and they released the tickets like
So
the day
jealous.
before. And if I had lived in London, I couldn't have gone. And we were able to go, and we were like front row at Massey Hall. It was like
You
the
had
best
great.
things I've ever seen in
You
my
had
life.
a great section. Can we talk about that for
I could
a
almost
second?
sniff them, honestly. Like it was
Let's
crazy.
talk about that
Well,
for a second.
Is that when they were in town? Because I saw a thing on
They're
Instagram.
still in town.
Oh, well, because
They
they
left now, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I saw a thing. They showed up to like there was like a I think it was like
Pop-up.
yeah it was like no it was a Camp Rock
Trivia night.
Oh, yeah, the
trivia night.
trivia
And they
night.
just walked in.
Directly beside my apartment.
And you didn't go?
I was fuming.
You should have
I was
told me. I
so
would have gone with you. I'm terrible at trivia, but I
They
would have gone with
apparently
you.
sold out the tickets like a week in advance. Otherwise, I would have just waited outside and hoped for the best. But I ended up getting to go to the concert. But yeah, they were here for like a month filming a Christmas movie.
Okay.
So they were still doing that, and then the concert that they threw together, it was like $20 tickets. So there was like 1 million people in the queue. I didn't get so lucky, but I ended up getting a resale ticket. My sister got lucky though from work; she was able to get some extra things, so that was good. But yeah, we were able to go, and they were filming parts of the movie in the concert, so they would come out and like they threw like Christmas hats at us and put on like we were like extras in the movie.
Did you get
basically.
to keep the hat?
Yeah, we got to keep the hats and the shirts, the red and white, red and green shirts they had. And then the guy would come out and be like, okay, so this is the shot. Joe's going to come out and say, hello, London. And you guys are all going to freak out. We're like, what? We're Toronto.
You're like, I just got out of London.
We're like, what are you talking about? So yeah, we had to, I hope I'm like in the movie. That's because I was like front row.
She shimmied her way through.
It was general admission, and I made myself known. I'm also very tall, so I can see everything.
You and your sister are tall. How early were you at the venue to be that up and close?
We literally got there 15 minutes before the concert started.
Oh.
You have to go to the side. So like we went in, and they didn't like super sell it because it was just GA, so they didn't want it like super full. And we just snuck around to the side, and we were like, there was like 2 people in front of me. And then we were like towering over them. So it was great. But like experiences like that are so cool that if something's just like happening, you can just hop on the subway and you're there.
Just go.
And that was never the case before.
Can I just say, I've known you for a long time. I've seen you win a pageant, and the excitement in your face when you won a pageant.
Nothing compared.
There was nothing compared to what I saw in your sister's Insta story. And I was like, Liz looks like she is going to faint.
I almost did. I was sweating. Like by the time we took like the 3rd take of Sucker, the song, I was like, so, like, waters, are we going to pass that out next? Because, like, I'm struggling.
Oh, no. Do they sell beverages and popcorn?
They did, but I refused to leave my spot. So
I
was stationed.
It's hard to get back.
I was stationed. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It was great, though.
I love that for you.
That's awesome. So is that your best Toronto experience so far?
Oh, that has to be up there. Yeah. I've also, like... with work, I've got to go to a lot of great events. I'm an event coordinator, so I got to go to like the CNE for free, and I got to do all these big fairs and festivals. So it's got me to see a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have, which was
nice.
Camping in the winter.
Camping in the winter, yes, that was an experience.
You went.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that? What happened
Yes, we can talk about that. So for my work, I do events for recruitment-based things, so basically attracting more volunteers. And my main project right now is recruiting post-secondary students to volunteer. And so we put together a big camping trip because I work for Girl Guides, so they do camping and all that good stuff. Yeah, sure, it's fine. So it made sense to bring them out on it. For those who don't know me, I'm not a camper in any capacity.
She's a city girl.
I'm like, yeah, definitely not outdoorsy.
No.
But I put together this whole event, and it was in St. Clemens, Ontario, at this camp. And we got to the camp at like really late at night because we ended up going to like a big bus tour of all the different universities in the area. So it was just a very long journey. We get there, have to climb up like a 20-minute hike up a hill, massive snowstorm with all my luggage. And obviously, these are Girl Guides, so they're used to it, yeah. They came prepared. Me, I came with my heeled boots and like my
girlfriend,
my
rolly,
no! My rolly.
Even I know, don't do that.
Yeah, so that didn't go well. Then I got into the cabin. The temperature didn't feel much different than when I was outside. And I did not pack accordingly. So I was sleeping in 4 pairs of sweatpants, 3 hoodies, my winter coat, and my winter hat. And I woke up like an ice cube. So for 3 nights. And then doing full activity facilitation and running the whole thing. Snowshoeing the following day didn't help.
Did you feel your feet?
Outdoor building fires in the... No, they were my toes lost feeling. So,
I mean, at least you couldn't feel them no more.
You got the experience. Yeah, you got the experience.
It was an experience, and for working with that kind of company, you kind of have to do something like that.
That should be part of like.
That's initiation.
Yeah, I was gonna say that should be part of the qualifying.
Getting that whole
I had to learn a lot of the Girl Guide songs, a lot of the Girl Guide camp things. Fire building was the main thing, though. I had no clue how to build a fire, but now I can say I do know how to build a fire. In the middle of winter at that. So
we can sign you up for Survivor?
Ooh, if you want a good show. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Cold.
Very
sleeping
cold.
I remember when I realized you were there, I was telling my husband, and he's like, tell her to do this, 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 and this. And I'm like, Liz, do this. Did it help?
Oh, and I brought the wrong sleeping bag. So my sleeping bag didn't have the proper lining. My mom gave me what I thought were 2 options.
Oh, shoot.
They weren't options. They needed to be put together.
Oh, no.
I made a mistake similar to that. Years ago, I did the weekend to end breast cancer walk. You know, your walk, right?
Yeah.
And I remember...
Did you wear heels? Like how? What
Yeah, and my rolling suitcase. No, I was So, I think there was like a. So the way it works is you walk the first day, and then you go to the camp, which I think was at Downsview Park, if I recall, something like that. And then they give you a tent, and they're like, "This is your number, and you'll sleep in the tent." So you got to bring like something to maybe change of clothes, maybe like your sleeping bag, whatever you need, right? And I think we were somewhere. They either at the registration they had a table or a booth where like they had some like outdoor stuff.
You didn't go?
No, I went, and they had like I saw this like. Okay, it's like a little square this big, and it says like survival sleeping bag. Have you seen those? And you open it up. It's basically you open it up unfolded. It's like a bag, and it's made out of like shiny material.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They give those to runners after they run.
Maybe.
They put
Something
them in
like
like
that?
big like winter coats.
Yeah. So this one was like, it says sleeping bag, up to like minus 30-degree weather.
What did you do?
So I was like,
I want that.
well, no, but the thing
You
is,
needed that.
I was like, wow. So this is my sleeping bag. I can just bring this.
Oh no.
And like I remember whoever I was with was like, "Are you sure? Like you could bring like a real sleeping bag?" I was like, "This is it."
Up to negative
minus 30, right? It was like the worst sleep I've ever had. There's nothing soft. It's literally just like,
It's just to keep you warm.
yeah, it feels like plastic bag material. And I guess like, I didn't die because I don't think it was minus sub-zero temperatures, but I thought, yeah, this will be fine.
You're so funny.
So I had to sleep that night. I was so uncomfortable. I was like bundling up my clothes and trying to sleep on those inside this
should've just used your
plastic bag.
bag.
It was like so, yeah, anyways, I thought I was like so smart because like everyone else is bringing a giant sleeping bag. I've got one that folds in my pocket, but it was not like a futuristic thing. It was like
Spy Kids.
It's one of the worst things to learn the hard way. Like seriously.
I'm like, Liz, do you have a hat? Do you wear that jacket too, right?
Yes.
Girl.
It was chilly.
Did they all look at you like she crazy?
They were like, this girl
She's new.
does not know what's happening. Yeah.
do the because the Girl Guides do the cookies.
Yes.
Right? Do
Big
they
on the cookies?
Do they still do? Because I know they do the chocolate minty
mint
ones.
Chocolatey
Love
mint. Yep.
those.
And do they still have the one where it's like half of the chocolate ones and half the white ones?
That's the classic. So they start coming out in 2 weeks.
So when this show airs,
They will be available. Go on to girlguides.ca/cookie finder to find where the closest Girl Guides are selling cookies
Cookie
to you.
Finder?
Don't have to search them out. You can just Google it.
I love because I like the mint ones.
I love
but,
the mint
But
ones.
especially when I was a kid, and honestly, kind of still today because I haven't changed that much. Is like that classic, the chocolate and the vanilla ones.
They're very
man,
good.
I could destroy those.
They did change the production people though, like many years back. So this is not insider tea, but yeah. So they switched. So it's slightly different. Some people notice it, but most people don't.
I'm sure I'll still love it.
Yeah, it's good either way.
Speaking of cookies, the last time you were here, you were talking about you were on the hunt for the best chocolate chip cookie in the
Yes.
city.
Oh yeah.
Did you find it?
I just remained a Craig's fan. That's what happened. I
I'd agree.
tried so many.
Have you been to the
and
Night Baker?
That's one I haven't done. I haven't done that or Midnight Cookies. Those are the two that I haven't done.
I like the Night Baker.
So with all these night, they only open at night.
Totally.
So it's hard to go. It's late.
Yeah. No, the Night Baker is actually a Filipino-run cookie shop. They have 3 locations now.
I see it on TikTok. It looks really good.
I like their ube cookie. Those are good. They're very decadent.
Oh, they should open during the day.
They are open.
I also recently discovered the donut lore of Toronto. That's important. The Harry and Heels donuts at its location inside the Fourth Man in the Fire restaurant. Go there. That is the best.
I feel like Liz has become more of a Toronto girl and knows more about
She just
Toronto
described
gems
something
than we do.
I have no idea what she just
You grew up
described.
in Toronto.
but
I didn't
want
grow
it.
up in Toronto,
So
so to me, I'm
good.
like, okay.
Wow. I'm gonna have to get.
Me and my sister are big foodies. Like we like whenever we go anywhere, we figure out what we want to. What's the thing? I guess. So when we came here, it was no exception. So, yeah.
I'm with you on the Craig's cookies.
So
Yeah,
good.
they're just so-
I
it's
love their
classic.
Mars cookies.
It depends on what location, though. That's one thing I have found out. The best one is the Union Station one, because
Union
and you wouldn't
Station?
expect this. Union Station is the best because they're just constantly making them fresh because there's so much foot traffic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Fast turnover.
The one on Queen West is pretty
Queen
good.
West is okay. I've been to the one on Church. That one's the worst because I think there's the least amount of people. Huh. Well, you know what? I haven't gone when it's like a Saturday night in the Village, but that's probably popping. But
I've been to the Queen East one. That's my nearest one.
Yeah.
And then I've been to, they also have a Craig's Cookies truck when I go to Argos games. Mm-hmm. So I always get myself a cookie.
Okay.
There. Yeah.
Just don't go to the Eaton Center one.
Oh,
there's one at the Eaton Center now?
They have 2 in the Eaton Center now.
One on each.
They in the food hall, and then they put it in like a different area. I think maybe it's just one now. But it's really not good.
Their cream egg. It's like Craig's Cookies is the best, but
don't go to this
like
one.
very specific ones.
Yeah.
Try their Mars bar one.
Their cream egg cookie, I feel like it's still the best thing I've ever eaten. It was friggin' good.
I've made cookies on the show. I should give you some cookies next time I bake
I'll
some.
throw it into my ranking.
Put a cream egg in there.
I don't like cream egg.
The cream egg cookie, it's like they bake it inside a muffin thing.
Oh, okay.
So it's tall, and there's literally like an entire cream egg inside.
Not a cream egg person.
Every bite.
You just and then when I got it, I remember when I got it. In fact, was it that one? I think it was when I went there, and I was like, "Do you guys have the cream egg one?" And they were like, "Oh, well, just so you know, like it just came out of the oven, so it's pretty warm. Is that okay?" I'm like,
What did you do to yourself?
"Yeah, it is
For sure.
Give me it." And it was just like, it was so decadent.
Too decadent.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't eat 10 of them, like in one sitting.
I thought you were low sugar.
This was an
He was
earlier
high
time.
sugar that day.
Yes,
Like
this
he
was
makes
like
the exception.
But like, for that cream egg one,
So should we get some
I
for
go
the
back.
Easter special?
that's a pretty good idea.
You should come back
Delicious.
I just might.
just for cookies.
You don't like cream eggs? Do you like cream eggs?
No, I'm super picky with sweets though. Like I'm very plain.
Actually, what's weird
She's
with
a
cream eggs?
chocolate chip cookie girly.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, I saw a commercial for cream eggs, and the commercial specifically shows like they crack it open and then like they're pulling the egg apart and you see like the filling. I remember as a kid seeing that and being like, "That's the most delicious thing I've ever seen." Right? Like it looks so good. And then I remember eventually I finally got one, and I tried it and I didn't like it at all.
That's disappointing.
It was just like this is. But what I've noticed is like I think either I got used to how you like.
It's a weird texture.
Yeah, you can't just dive in. You kind of have to. I find like eating a couple little bites here and there. But now I really enjoy it. But I remember the first time I had one, I'm like,
buds have matured.
maybe or immatured. I'm not sure which.
One or the other.
Yeah, but I remember. But now the cream egg cookie when it's hot and melty and oh man,
Just put it in the microwave.
I didn't have to. It was fresh. But
I
you're
know,
right.
but like if you ever get
like
it
a good
again,
cream egg.
yeah,
I've never tried like just putting a cream egg in the microwave.
for like
Science
5
experiment.
seconds.
It could explode though.
You could cover it with something so your microwave's not do it at your parents' house.
Yeah. Oh, sorry guys, gotta go. Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yep.
Should we move to our final segment?
Ooh.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing this week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship.
I don't know if I can beat my record.
What was your score last
It
time?
was very good last time. I got very lucky.
I don't remember what you got.
Well,
Nor do I.
should we? We'll look at the standings after.
Yeah, let's see if you can do better
Okay.
or worse.
Well, no, she can't do worse because your
I mean,
highest score. Your
technically,
highest
she
score always
can
stays.
do worse. We just won't acknowledge that it's
We will strip it from history.
yeah.
So, do you want Regina to do the demo for you? Do you need to be reminded how it
Yes,
works?
I feel like I messed it up last time. The
All right.
beginning part.
So, actually, we don't usually do this for the demo.
No.
Here is your. So, this is the classic game, Barrel
Oh,
of
look,
Monkeys.
the cookie is still there.
It's a Craig's cookie.
No, I baked it.
Yeah, she did. It's Regine's cookie. 1965, the classic game. This is the classic game, Barrel of Monkeys, and this is our challenge. It sits on the table in the play area.
Okay.
1 minute goes on the timer. I will say 3, 2, 1, go. So Regine there grabbed it before I said go. You will say
No, I
grab it
didn't.
after I say go. It was close. You were right. It was right after. You anticipated the go. Okay, fine. I'll give it to you.
Gosh.
You grab a single monkey. Oh,
Or
look
two.
at that.
Or two.
Use that monkey to pick up another monkey. Use that monkey to pick up another monkey.
Oh.
Use that monkey to pick up another monkey. Use that. So you're going to just keep on.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Should make me look bad.
You're going to keep on attaching monkeys to the chain
Yep.
until you run out of time.
Okay.
When you run out of time, we'll say you freeze for a second. We'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monkeys. The monkey in your hand does not count towards your total.
Any
Right.
questions, Elizabeth?
No questions. Can I move the mic so
Of
a
course.
little bit?
Yes. Are you nervous? How are you feeling here? Are you
I'm
any thoughts?
extremely stressed.
Don't be stressed.
It's
I need to beat my record.
it's a high stress situation.
We need the stadium.
The play area. Yeah. Okay. So let me put this here. Hang on. I'm just setting up the thingy.
Oh, sorry.
Where
Oh, yeah, because you
Get
did it
the
last
sash
time.
on. Here we go.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay. Y'all ready for this?
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Okay. Yeah, you can move the mic out of the way if it's in your way. Just make sure you have access, like to reach the monkeys. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to worry
You
about.
don't need the
It's like, hello?
microphone.
Yeah.
Is this thing on?
All right. Let me get the timer going.
You got this, Elizabeth. You got this.
Timer. 1 minute. On the clock. I just realized I've never used the timer on my new
She
phone.
got a new phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a new old phone.
New old phone. Yeah. All right. Here we go. 3,
Ah!
2,
Ooh, no.
1. Go.
Intense. Ooh, good pour. Good pour.
Got a nice pile here.
It's all about the pour.
The pour is crucial.
110%.
45 seconds remaining.
Okay. Oh, we lost a friend.
It's okay.
But we got him
He's
back.
back.
We gain friends and we lose friends.
This is a respectable start. Look at that. Another monkey gained.
Damn, girly.
30 seconds remaining now. She's
Oh my
got
God,
the
your
right idea.
facial
She's
expressions.
looking for a way
be
in.
careful.
Woo!
She is
You're almost there.
20 seconds remaining.
You have lots of time.
Plenty of time.
Woo!
She's got the right. Ooh, we lost one,
It's okay,
but
you can
can
get
she
it
get it
back.
back? She can, I think. Yep, and she did.
Yep. Okay.
10 seconds now.
Trying to find a crevice.
Not a crevice.
5.
Sorry.
That's how I'm describing the arms.
Time.
Right, okay.
1,
We'll
2,
take it.
3, 4, 5, 6. So what I got? 6.
Okay.
6 monkeys. How are you feeling about your performance?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm glad that I got the one back multiple times.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, you know what's sometimes you hit obstacles,
Yep.
but you didn't panic, you didn't shut down, you just kept on going.
Exactly.
And like we said, friends come and go. And
They sure do.
sometimes they just come right back.
That's
Yep.
right.
And then leave again and then come right back.
They're like, I don't know what to do. Boundaries, friends, boundaries.
Exactly.
Let's consult the monkey standings here.
I do think I did better last time though.
So
I recall.
okay, that's too small to read. Let me open this one here. So your score now sits you at, or no, you at 6 this time.
Yeah.
So previously, let's see. Do you see her name?
She's 11 last time.
You got 11 monkeys last time.
I did extremely well last
We're
time.
just going to leave that
Right,
there.
well,
We're just
yeah.
gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Wow, 11 monkeys. I forgot
That's
about
like
I got
half.
like 4 in one. It was crazy.
Yeah.
that. Wow, so she's in
She's in third
tied for
place.
third, basically, right?
Yeah, she's tied with Bailey. Why don't you put them on the same line so you're not, maybe make some room.
Okay.
Bailey's awesome.
Yeah, might as well make a little bit of room there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow, 11 monkeys.
I'll pretend it was just always 11 monkeys and that was it.
It was.
Yeah.
We didn't do it today. We decided we didn't really need to do a thing.
Yeah.
And everybody who thought they saw it,
Didn't see nothing.
We were dreaming.
It
or
wasn't
something.
live, so
No, it wasn't live. That's right. Edit it out. We'll edit this out.
they just replay the last two.
It's like, wow,
change.
Do
11.
it back in. Should
Yeah.
change an outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where's your sash go?
in fact, you're cutting it now. 11 monkeys. Wow. Who would have thought you'd get, wow, incredible.
Wow, Liz, you did it again.
Wow.
Incredible.
But that does conclude this week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. Wonderful.
Great job, Elizabeth.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's weird calling you Elizabeth.
I know.
It's weird.
It's my official name.
It's a Govey name.
Govey name, pageant name to some.
Elizabeth.
Not to all, though.
Well, before we say goodbye, why don't you let people know once again where can they find you on social media,
Plug
all that
in
stuff.
Everything. Plug it all in, girl.
And also,
How much time do we got?
As much time as
you need. Yeah.
Okay, so for some of my social media platforms, you can follow me on my captivating journey at Miss Canada Captivating 2025. That is where I'm hosting all of my new platform stuff with Passion to Profit. So tune in if you want to learn more about entrepreneurship, female businesses, and all that jazz. We're going to be covering all that, as well as obviously me at the pageant. You can follow Canadian National Miss Pageant, which is the pageant that I run, if you're interested in competing in Canada. Lots of great opportunities there. If you're interested in hair and makeup, I'm getting back into it just recently with pageant makeup. So you can book me at Elizabeth Marnoch Artistry on Instagram, Facebook, Elizabeth Marnoch.
You still do nails?
No. Which ones are in, which ones are out. And we can plug the pageant sit down. We will be coming back.
Absolutely.
It's just a matter of time. So yes, we're excited to do that. And that is at the pageant sit down on Instagram, correct? Yes. Follow us there.
Boom. Links are all in the description down below.
I'm so sorry.
The paragraph of
So I'll just be typing all over. Regine, where can people find you?
As Liz mentioned, you can find me on my YouTube channel for the pageant sit down, where we have taken a little bit of a break, but that's because, life happens. But pageantry does not stop.
Never.
So we will be back. Follow our Instagram, like Elizabeth mentioned, at pageant sit down to find out when we will be back on air. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok at It's Regine Alaina, which is right here, right there. And if you are looking for pageant coaching, whether you decide to do CNM or any other pageant, you can find me on Instagram at pageantcoaching.reginealaina. The link in my bio there is, and the link below apparently also has my availability. It's there now.
Yes, it is.
It's going to be a big caption.
All the links are down there, so that's where you can find me.
Boom.
Scott, besides on an airplane in the sky right now, where can people find you?
Right here where you're watching this very video, youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown. That's the best place. It's where you get every episode of the sit down. It's where you get music, vlogs, gaming, unboxing videos, just everything. There's over 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel.
Wow. I mean, 306 of them are the sit down.
Correct. So that's how it goes. And then,
that's not even half of it.
That's crazy.
No.
Wow.
There was especially through the pandemic when I was like 5 day a week streaming. It just adds up. But there's a lot of content on there. Basically, when I'm doing filmmaking stuff or if I get any new gear, I like to do a video about it to let people know kind of what I'm working on.
Or when you have a song stuck in your head, you're like, let's
do
just
a cover.
do a cover.
Yeah. So youtube.com, that's definitely the best place. It's where I'm the most active, I guess. You can also find me on Instagram, which I'm actually, I probably post more often on Instagram.
Yep.
Because a photo's easier to produce than a video. But so that stuff's on there. On X, I'm almost never there, but that's me. If you want to follow me at Scott Dion Brown, follow the show. The Sit Down with SDB on TikTok, the Sit Down with SDB on Insta, Sit Down Scott on X, the Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown on Facebook. Are we able to update the title on Facebook so that it's the full thing?
Maybe.
We should do that. Right?
I'll do it. Oh, the links are down below.
Links down below.
Keep typing, Scott. Keep typing.
You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Anywhere
all those
that you
places.
find a podcast. Just Google us.
Search
We're
it up.
there.
You'll find us. And like this video if you enjoyed the show.
Subscribe to all of us.
Add it to your playlist.
You have a YouTube channel too.
The YouTube channel got changed into the CNM channel, so it's no longer,
Subscribe to that one.
That one
Exactly.
too. Go
Boom.
for it.
That's right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for
Does
watching.
that mean that your vlog is gone?
It's just unlisted.
She'll send you the link.
We hit it.
I've seen it already.
All right, nice.
Sorry.
Links down below.
Yeah.
Yes, for that one vlog.
Yes. Well, everybody,
Sorry.
We don't
thank you
talk
for
about
tuning in.
Liz, thanks for
yes.
joining us. Thank you for being one of the founding members of whatever our fandom is called.
I love
the
it.
Sitters.
I'm doubly down on Sitters. I like it. Yes. Thank you so much for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, thank you all you for being part of the Sitters.
All of y'all. Thank you.
We'll keep working to make it the most toxic fandom on the internet. One
person at a time.
One troll at a time. Yeah.
Oh no! Don't call them trolls.
No. They would have to troll to make it toxic. Yeah. The trolls.
The sitting trolls.
It's kind of fun, actually. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we're working on it. Okay, so on the show, the way how I started bringing my mug out of the camera. You can take your mug, say your goodbye, and send the mug at the camera. So we'll say goodbye. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much. Love you all. Warsies unite. Am I right?
Use the L word.
Whoa. Got committed.
Whoa.
What did I say?
Love you all.
Oh, I do. With all of my heart. Okay.
All right, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Liz, take it away.
Bye.